What's going on, guys? This is the Magic Power here, bringing you another Oros Wi-Fi battle. This one in the RU tier. As you can see, we're working our way up. The last battle was an NU, and this one's an RU. So, I guess that's the thing. Alright, so, Daphne here is going to lead off with the Tyranitar. Mega Tyranitar, actually, you're going to see. And I'm going to lead off with the Braviary, just kind of like a pivot kind of switch, or lead off. Like a pivot lead-off thing, because I do have the choice scarf, so I'm going to be able to outspeed pretty much everything on his team, unless he has any scarfers, but that's alright. So, Tyranitar is going to lead off, and I actually have the superpower on this Braviary, so I'm just going to go straight away for it. That's not even adamant, that is a Jolly Choice Scarfed Braviary, and I just kill it. I just take it out with base 150 defense. Tyranitar can't take that. I know it's four times super effective, so I mean, technically, it probably should have killed, but still, like, getting that big threat out of the way. It also does have, he actually did tell me after the battle that it did have, Dragon Dance, so that thing could have been a problem. So, I'm just gonna stay in here. I know I'm at -1 attack and -1 defense, but I'm just gonna go for another one. Unfortunately, it does not pay off. He has the Rocky Helmet. All he really has to do is go for an attack. I'm at -2 defense now, but I'm still gonna take that Zen Headbutt. If he had gone for Body Slam, he probably would have taken me out in combination with the Sandstorm recoil, but he didn't. I think he predicted the switch. But now I'm gonna switch out, knowing that that is a choice scarfed Braviary, so I'd probably want it around for later things. I'm actually gonna make a bit of a questionable play, going to my Golbat here, my Butterhead. I probably shouldn't have done that because the thing has Zen Headbutt. Like, I just saw Zen Headbutt. I don't think I was paying attention, but whatever. He goes with the Zen Headbutt, but we are Eviolite, so we are going to take that just fine. And we're going to get a Toxic off, which is really cool. Getting this Blue Cow Toxic is pretty cool, because it is bulky, it does have Milk Drink. As you can see, that Zen Headbutt didn't even do half, so he's obviously not invested in attack. I'm not even physically defensive either, so he's probably invested in special, or he's probably invested in, like, HP and defense, or special defense, I don't know. So I'm just gonna roost. I'm just gonna stall out this thing, just roost spam. There's no reason not to. I can just do that forever, unless he gets a paralyzation or a flinch. Either of those two would really stink in this situation, but whatever. He's gonna go for Zen Headbutt here now, trying to get the flinch. I think Body Slam does more, but no, I'm just gonna go for a Venom Shock here, to get double damage off on this thing. Does a good amount. Next turn he is dying. I probably should have roosted instead of I probably should have went for roost instead of going for the Venoshock, but you can see there I actually do live and get off the roost, which is phenomenal. Like, that's really good, because now Miltank's dead because of the Toxic. We have a half HP Golbat here sitting here, and I mean, it's just a good time. It's pretty fast too, so it can be bulky and fast. It's one of the only Pokemon who can be like a bulky thing, a bulky Pokemon and a fast Pokemon. But whatever, I'm just gonna sack off my Golbat at this point. I was hoping maybe he'd live, but clearly he didn't. So Braviary is gonna come in here. I do have U-turn, so I'm just gonna go for that. There's no reason not to. If you wanted to switch out, he can do that, but Braviary picking up another kill. And the only bad thing about this is that my opponent gets the initiative on whoever I bring in. He has the Gliscor left. I believe he has a Suicune, but I don't know, maybe not. So I'm gonna go into Jolteon here, and just keep in mind he has higher tiered Pokemon than me, just like the last battle. So yeah, so I'm gonna switch out, knowing that he has Gliscor in here. I actually don't have Hidden Power Ice. I have Hidden Power Ground, I believe. I don't know why, I just do. So I have the Seismitoad in here. It's kind of a mixed attacker, but it's a physically defensive wall. So I have Scald, Earthquake, Drain Punch, and Toxic, I believe. But he's gonna go into Blindeek, I think that is. So I'm gonna Scald, fish for a burn, basically. I was looking for the Gliscor, but I didn't get it. I'm gonna get a crit and a burn, which was really cool. The crit wasn't half as useful as the burn. Like, the burn really mattered, because now this big bulky powerhouse is essentially, you know, neutered. But he's gonna Leech Seed here. He's probably a physically defensive wall. After you see, this damage does a good amount. even though I'm not invested, but it's still not that much. I mean, I didn't heal any health, so I don't know. He's gonna get some leech seed, so I should probably switch out at this point, even if he's, like, the burn isn't doing anything to him since the leech seed cancels out the burn, and then he has leftovers, so I really should switch out as I do. I probably should have switched out a turn earlier, because if he had gone for Woodhammer, it still would have done a decent amount, even though he's burned. So here he does go for Woodhammer. He is burned, so it doesn't kill me. It's still going to do over half, though. So I don't know if he's invested or not at this point, but that's fine. So, this is an Assault Vest Clawitzer. Now that he doesn't have the Leech Seed, the burn is going to rack up. He does outspeed, though, because Clawitzer has poop speed. But yeah, he's gonna get a useless crit there, which is fine. Clawitzer really couldn't do much in this match, unfortunately, but I mean, he gave us a lot of recoil on the Chestnut, and he gave us his free switch into whatever we want to take this thing on. So I believe I go into I go into this hut. I don't know why the nickname, but I'm gonna go for that fake out Mach Punch combo. I'm life orbed as well. So, he's gonna get flinched, and, after the burn damage, he's gonna bring him really low, to the point where Mach Punch will kill. I believe I go for Mach Punch, or I might just go for Drain Punch. I do go for Mach Punch, that's what I thought. So I should have probably gone for the Drain Punch, knowing that I would have outsped, and I would have gotten, even though it's, like, barely any health back, it's still health. So, yeah, I mean, whatever. Here in Nymphali, his shiny Sylveon is going to come in, and I believe all of his Pokemon are shiny, but whatever. I'm going to go into Seismitoad, which is a pretty good check to this thing. It actually has Retaliate, which is Pixelate Retaliate, let's go, which actually doubles in power if a teammate was fainted the last turn, which actually happened, but unfortunately Sylveon still does nothing, so he's going to Side Shock now. But that's sitting on the defensive side, or the physically defensive side, so I'm going to eat that just fine. I'm going to fire off a Toxic, which is really good to get on this thing. Yeah, it's really good. So, let's see. So, I'm getting some Life Orb health back, and, Sylveon's just sitting here taking Toxic damage. It really can't do much to me. I could always, I don't have Rest, never mind. I thought I had Rest on the set, but I don't. So here, I thought he'd go for another Side Shock, because he just did, but he actually surprises me and goes for Dazzling Gleam. If that was Hyper Voice, that would have killed, but luckily it's not, so I get some extra damage off. We've seen Retaliate, Dazzling Gleam, and Side Shock so far. We don't know his last move, but he's not going to be able to reveal it, as he's going down next turn if he doesn't switch out. If he stays in, which he does, he takes out my Seismitoad, but it's going to be a double down since he goes down to Toxic. So, down goes another big wall thing. His whole team is, like, really bulky and not that fast. So, Gliscor, I believe his last... Is it his last Pokemon? I don't know. Maybe it is. I go into Jolteon, which was a bad switch for me, but I am Choice Specs. So, this Shadow Ball is going to do a decent amount. I mean, I'm not modest, but it is what it is. So, Earthquake is going to just absolutely decimate Jolteon. And Jolteon's down. I believe I'm down to my last Pokemon. Let's see. No, I have Braviary left. I don't think that's my last Pokemon, though. I do go into it, though, because I feel like it. So, he's gonna Protect, which I kind of predicted. I believe I go for the Brave Bird. Predicting him to do, yeah. So if I had gone for Retaliate there, it actually would have been bad, because that was the one turn where Retaliate was doubled, but since he went for Protect, I couldn't go for it next turn, or I could, but it wouldn't do as much, so I predicted the Protect and went for Brave Bird, so that next turn I would be able to go for Brave Bird, since I'm locked in, and yeah, I guess, I hope you understand. I'm sort of blabbling at this point. Bleh! Alright, Braviary goes down. Poison Heal, gonna bring him just above half. This thing is a big, fat problem. Luckily, I have Hut here. He's gonna Protect, even though it really doesn't matter. I do have the Ice Punch on this thing, which is really cool. I'm not gonna hit him, obviously, because of the Protect. And, yeah, he's got Poison Heal there. Earthquake, it's not gonna take me out, because I do have HP investment. I'm gonna live it, gonna get the Ice Punch off, and that is going to take out the Gliscor. Whew, that was a really good match there. I think, yeah, it's the end. Alright, so that was a good match. I think that was my last Pokemon. It was my last Pokemon. I just realizing everything else went down. So that was a close 1-0. I mean, he did bring some higher tiered stuff. He brought the Mega Tyranitar. He brought the Gliscor, the Sylveon, the Chestnut, Espeon. Really, everything but the Miltank was higher tiered than my team. But that's fine. So I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button, please. Comment question of the day. Do you like the Wii or the Xbox? Which one do you like more? Do you like the Xbox line or the Wii line? Like the Wii U and Xbox 360? I don't know. So, subscribe if you haven't, because that's cool. And see you guys next time.